2:55 a.m. Yep, it's time to get up and get this day started with the crazy hair and all, y'all. Stay tuned.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Y'all, welcome back, y'all. Well, part of that morning routine is you gotta get with me my 100-ounce mug, and I have to wear the red Alpha Tech chemical suit for unloading hydrochloric acid. So you gotta stay hydrated. So filling up your 100-ounce mug is a part of it. Gotta get that 100-ounce mug. Always fill up with water first. I got the water filter here, so I fill that up with water first. Put it back in here so it can refill. Then you gotta get your ice. Love filling up with fucking ice here. But you gotta get your ice water and stay hydrated, y'all. But yeah, ice water is a must, y'all. Like I say, when you're in that, get out, come on, there we go. But when you're in that thing, you're in that red chemical suit, because you have to have safety first, y'all. All right, y'all, this is something I got to deal with. My fat cat Lizzy, on a daily basis, he's pissed because he can't go upstairs. So he's crapping on our floor. Let me show you what he's doing. We have a litter box. Right here in a cubby. But he's coming and crapping on our floor right here outside our garage. That's my freaking office right there. But he's always crapping right there at my door. When he's got a litter box right here. This little fat boy here is showing his butt. He was my first truck cat. Tell everybody what you're doing, Lizzy. Tell everybody that you're the guilty one. That you are the bad kitty. Bad kitty. You're the bad one. You need to stop showing out. But I think he's mad because he can't fit through the bars here. We have a gate to try to keep the cats from going upstairs. But Thor is so small, he can fit through the gate right there. And Thor's asleep upstairs in the loft on the couch up there. So I think Lizzy's showing out because he can't go upstairs when Thor can. So we think he's feeling jaded and left out and ticked off. So, you know, I don't know what it is, y'all. Look, y'all, this is part of my wife's shoe collection. Lots of shoes. No need in having that many shoes. Then she has more shoes. More shoes. All these are just the daily shoes that she wears here by the front door. That's a lot of shoes, y'all. But I'm sure my neighbors love the fact. Alright, let's see this. Boom. Electronic lock my door. I'm sure my neighbors love hearing my remote start crank up here with this dual exhaust. You know, at 2:15 in the morning. I'm sure they absolutely love
the system and pharma and every black politician.
Yep, but and like always, I mess up. I always forget to put the key in first before I hit the brake pedal. As soon as you hit the brake pedal, the engine shuts off on that remote start. I always seem to forget that. Then I gotta crank her up again, so now the neighbors need to hear her crank up and rev up again. I'm sure they absolutely love me. But it is what it is. But we're gonna get up here, we're gonna gotta pick up my truck, which is one downside to doing the local, is that I park in one location, terminals at another location, so I have to go only 5 miles or 7 miles away from where the terminal is. But my daggone truck is 11 miles in the opposite direction. I have to go there, pick the truck up, and then come backtrack back to the terminal. So that kind of sucks. But that's a part of, you know, when you do local, there's always the difference with the local. You get less sleep, or a much different sleep pattern than you do running the road. actually run the road, you get more rest, because run the road, when you're done, you shut down. You're right there. You're in your truck, so you don't have to go any extra. You don't have to, like me. Like I say, I get done at the terminal. I drop the trailer at the terminal. Then I gotta go back to where my secure parking lot is and drop the truck off. Then get in my pickup. Then come all the way backtrack back here to the house, and then the same thing in the morning. I get up in the morning. Got to go down to the parking lot, get the truck, then backtrack back this way towards the house, to where the terminal is. So that is the downside to running, local as opposed to running the road. Then there is the big pay cut. There is definitely a difference in local and road pay. Be honest, I'm probably losing about $1,200 to $1,500 a week in pay running the local as opposed to running the road. So I've got to see how all that plays out. I'm gonna have to try to keep an eye on that and see, just how it is. I know someone else is actually trained on this local, so we could actually rotate out. That way nobody gets burnt out. He actually lives in Georgia too here, so I live here in Georgia. Of course, I live close to the terminal. I'm only 7.8 miles from the terminal. Like I say, I've got to go past it to pick up the truck and all that. But, it is local. Hey, it does get me home each night. If you want to count home each night, usually I'm getting up at 2 in the morning, either 2 or 3, depending on what run I'm doing. Got to get up early in order to get the trailer on time to go get there. So, that does kind of vary. But on average, 2 to 3 in the morning. So, we're going to see how all this works out, how it plays. But I'll show you my system of how I park and so forth in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Gotta love these rainy mornings. Man, come up here to the parking lot, get in here, get the gate code open. Come on, open her up. I hate these miserable mornings where it rains. It goes from constant rain to rain just enough to where the intermittent wipers don't, they suck. You got to turn them off, turn them on, turn them off, turn them on. Yeah, that part kind of sucks. But yeah, y'all, here is where we parked this bad boy. See, it looks like it's so dirty, like there's water or something in the windshield, but there's not. There is, oh, Black Betty, Bam Lamb, whatever that song is. But yeah, we are here. Luckily, I didn't have much to bring. I left the laptop and everything in the truck. So the only thing I need is myself. Oi. Like Betty spamming ham. Yeah, she's raining. Normally I put up my freaking... Well, I guess I'll go ahead and put it. This truck kept draining batteries for some reason. Dash cam and alarm. So I actually have a solar panel that I put up in the windshield just to try to catch some of the battery. Go ahead and unplug my phone charger just to try to help keep the battery charged up some. Arm this bad boy. Come on. There we go. We have Black Betty right here, y'all. We got Mean Green right there. I'm still looking for a road driver to jump in Black Betty. Oh man, what's up with that? Freaking back lights on. Man, dang. I had no idea I left the light on in there. Luckily I have the alarm app where I can unlock my doors. So yep, here's Black Betty, y'all. TV, dish network, DVD player, so forth. fridge. I need to get another microwave because I actually put the microwave in my All-Chem truck. Since no one was there, I went ahead and put it in mine. Turn the freaking light switch off. I forgot. Man. Yeah, I need to get that fixed. Sony touchscreen stereo with Android, Apple CarPlay, dash cam, CB. This one is an automatic, y'all. So the road truck is actually an automatic. We've got a laptop stand, a laptop for laser printer. Laser printer's down in that cabinet right there. So keep our laser printer in there. So yeah, can't believe I freaking left this joker. Cannot believe it. All right, come on, light, go off. It should go off in a minute. You know, it's got me paranoid now. There we go. Now I know it's right. But yeah, so we park here, and my All-Chem truck is right there between that motorhome. This guy's not supposed to be here hooked up outside those poles. You're not supposed to be outside those poles. So he actually, you know, made it a little harder for me to get in here. But he's got a bobtail parked there. This is actually a truck and trailer spot. As you can see, here's poles straight lined up through there. And he's sticking way out here. So it makes it hard for, you know, you to swing back in here and get it backed in to my spot. But here's our freaking secure lot, y'all. Yep. Alright, don't know if I did it, but here's a tour of the truck, y'all. We got my good dinosaur sheets. Yeah, my comfort. We got my Tourette's trucker flag in here. TV. Laptop. We got good old Verizon. Internet. Oh, shoot. Did I turn it off? Yeah, it's on. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 3:49 a.m.
Yep. So we got our good stuff in here. Microwave all set up. Key 12 packs and all up there. We got my laser printer right here. Overnight bag, so forth right there, and bottled waters and stuff underneath that front of the passenger seat. Of course, we got our tablet with our e-log system and so forth. GPS up here. CB. Y'all, you always gotta have hand sanitizer in your truck. Always keep some hand sanitizer within quick, easy reach, y'all. Tire pressure monitor system that I put on this truck. I took them off Mean Green and put them in here. So I always know what the tire pressures are in each of these tires. Work smarter, not harder, y'all. That's my motto. Yet with this rain, I know my hair is gonna freaking start frizzing and curling. It always does when it gets wet. That's a downside to having kind of wavy hair. But y'all, I got it going. I got another load of hydrochloric acid today. Had one yesterday, got hydrochloric today, got another hydrochloric acid load tomorrow. So I did have to buy some tools, which I need to find my tools. Where are they? Yeah, I gotta find my tools. Oh, duh, they're in the bucket. Yeah, back here. But I had to get me a 15-16 socket wrench and then something, because we have to take the flange off the back of the trailer and put the flange that has the hose attached to it so we can hook up to the trailer, hook up to the customer. So I had to install that. So I had to get tools for that. So yeah, then I got me some 5-gallon bucket right there with lid with two 2.5-gallon buckets, some small buckets where it'll fit up underneath the pump and so forth. Don't need to use the pump for hydrochloric, usually air that off. But for other pump loads, a 5-gallon won't get up underneath your pump. So you always gotta have a 2.5-gallon bucket sometimes. Sometimes you can't get up under the ICC bar with a 5-gallon bucket either. So it's always good to have a 5-gallon bucket with 2.5-gallon buckets. That way you can put your fitting in and so forth. And have the 5-gallon bucket kind of as a holder. That's just me, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get to work, y'all. We're just gonna tell everybody, hey, what's up? We hope everybody's having y'all a good, safe week. And I forgot, this week is Night to Shine this weekend. So Jamie has that Night to Shine dance for people with disabilities and all that. So I've got to have this weekend off so I can accommodate that with him and so forth and spend the weekend with him. Do our thing, y'all. So we hope everybody has y'all good, safe, blessed one. We'll catch you on the next video, y'all. Peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.